to this mindful morning masterclass. Today, the 28th day of May 2023, Sunday evening. Team Ananthaa, that is Sunmeet, myself, Vinita, Ashi, and Sonal. Together, invite you for this masterclass. So Ananthaa, Team Ananthaa has a program by the name Mindful Mornings by Ananthaa, which is a 5 a.m. ritual, a propeller to or an accelerator to success and abundance. So this program has started since February this year. And we have successfully completed the following themes in the past months: self-love in February, health in March, money in April, relationships in May. We have just completed the relationship sessions. And for those of you who are interested, who were not aware and are interested in these topics, we have the recordings available for a small energy exchange. So welcome. Hopefully, this is the best evening of your life. Sincere gratitude from Ananthaa to all of you for taking time off and joining us for this session. We'll keep you on your toes. My first question to all of you is, what is the secret to happiness in life? Can you please type in the chat section? Or you could unmute and tell also, no problem. What is the secret to happiness in life? There are many secrets, I know. Any one of them, could you tell? Nobody wants to take a chance? Okay. So Swati Sharma says gratitude. Yes, very good, Swati. That is one of the, Priyanka also says gratitude, living in gratitude. Kashish says living in gratitude. Anybody else? Anything else? Love. Very good. So we have here gratitude and love. Yes, these are some of the secrets to our important secrets to happiness in life. But Robert Morley said, to fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness, which makes a lot of sense. When you have a good relationship with yourself, then all other relationships become easy. Learning to trust yourself, like yourself, love yourself, to see how you act in situations and try to amend yourself, correct yourself. All these together makes you the most important in your life. And that radiates to other people, other relationships, which also them more healthy and strong. So falling in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. Yes, Swati. I didn't see the self-love. Subranj, oh, okay, I missed that. Sorry, yeah. Swati said self-love and Subhranshu Banerjee said self-acceptance. Very good. So they gave the right answer for this question. Now, there is a book, there is a small story written by J. Meth, Your Magic Light. So I found this very interesting, very nice. So I thought I will narrate it to you, but I'm going to tell it to you as if it's my story, because each one of us will be able to relate to this story. So I was created as a single cell. We all know that, right? The egg from the mother, the sperm from the father, fuse together and a single cell is created. Although the process has initiated, I have not been created as yet. I, as a spark of light, will enter the cell, like a spark of light will enter the cell. And this is the first me. This cell is the first me. Now, this spark of light that has come into the cell, some of us call it as the soul, some of us call it as the inner being, some of us call it as the consciousness, but I would prefer to call it as the light for this session. I agree with everybody who thinks that it is the soul. Yeah. Now, how did the soul come into the cell? How did my soul come into the cell? My soul, can anyone tell me how my soul came into the cell? Who decided that the soul, this cell is going to be for me? This cell, which is generated by this father and this mother, is going to be for me. Who decided this? Anyone? Who decided this? That I am going to be starting from this cell. No takers? You could try. Nothing is wrong. We only choose. Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. We only choose our parents, right? So in this self created by my parents, I have selected that these people are going to be my parents and I'm going to be their child. And that my soul or my light has come into this self. We had a choice. Remember, even when we were selecting parents, we had a choice. So now, the moment this cell has been created, this becomes a magnet for love and happiness. The parents are happy, father, mother are happy, the grandparents are happy, the people in the family are happy that there's going to be a baby coming, that I am coming. Right? So my family is, there is a lot of exchange of love and happiness with my family members. So by entering that cell, love, happiness has been created. Who knows me best? Of course, my amma or mom or mommy or I or whatever. Why do you think she knows me the best? Why do our mothers know us the best? Anyone? Why do mothers know us the best? Because she felt me first. She knew from the day that the light has entered the cell that I am there within her. She kept us in herself, right, Swati? So she felt me first. That is why Amma knows me the best. So from the time she realizes that I am there, she nurtures me. She nurtures me by going to the doctors regularly, seeing that everything is all right. She meditates to give good energy to me. She exercises the right exercises for her such that they benefit me also. She ate the right food, gave me the right nourishment as I'm developing. She walked a lot and gave exercise so that there is good blood supply to me growing inside. And I am growing with my light inside her. Okay? Her nurturing was so meticulous. She was unstoppable, not because she did not have any doubts or failures. While during that whole process, there are doubts coming up in her mind. There are doubts about, will this be okay? Will I be a good mother? Will the baby be nice to me? Will I be nice to the baby? This is the first time, or all sorts of doubts creeping. Some doubts about failures also come into her mind, but despite them, she overcomes all with just one intention. That is to give birth to see that I am growing fully before she presents me to the world. So she nurtures me until one day the time is right for her to present me to the world, to this beautiful. And she does that. And I was born. So from a place of complete, just me and my light within my mom or my ama, I'm now into the open, into the universe. And the universe has so many influences on me. So the light, I have to grow. So as I grow, the light will also grow with me. The light will also grow with me. So how do we both grow? The beautiful world, the rising sun, carry me, going to me, just waiting for my response. All this helps us to grow. In addition, the environmental factors. The sun is new to me. I have not seen the sun before. The rising sun, the setting sun, the chirping birds. I have not heard the chirping birds before. So the chirping birds, of course, my mom's love, all together helps me to grow. I'm growing in size as part of biological process. But light grows. There is no biological process for the light to grow, for my soul to grow. What do you think feeds the soul to grow as I am growing? What do you think feeds the soul to grow while I am biologically growing in size? Anyone? The experiences, yes, of love. Very good. Yeah. Anything else? Environment. Yes. So as I grow, the light grows along with me. And I meet people every day. People come to see me, or my mom takes me somewhere to meet them, to show me to them. So meeting a lot of people, my light is shared with them. The light that is expanding in me meets them, and it expands as well as gets shared with them. They in turn go and meet more people, and that same light which was shared with them, they share with other people. So there is a spread of this light to people, from people to people to people, and there is a network of light going through. Going into the street, every time you smiled at someone, your light expands. And when they smile back at you, it expands some more. So all this feeds and helps the inner light grow. Going into the street, you meet the policeman, you smile at him, he smiles back at you. Go to the grocery store, you smile at the grocer and he smiles back at you. Cashier at the counter, she smiles at you. Old ladies or old people or youngsters walking their animals on the street, you wish them hi or say good morning or just smile at them, they smile back at you. So there are smiles all around. smiles all around. Can you now tell me which is the longest word in the dictionary? Which is the lengthiest or longest word in the dictionary? No takers? Well, I'm sure you know it. It is, shall I break the suspense? Or does anyone want to try? Smiles, right? Right, Nishita? Nishta. It is smiles. There is a mile between two S's. So smiles is the longest word in the dictionary. So smiles all around. And Mother Teresa said, be happy in the moment. That should be enough, right? When you are smiling and other people smile back to you or they do not smile back to you, just be happy that you have smiled. You are smiling. That should be enough. So just imagine, I will tell you how I feel. I was sitting on a floating cloud and watching the earth from there. What will I see now? Remember, I have given my light to people whom I've met, I've seen, I've heard, and they in turn have given the light to people they have met, heard, and seen. So, what will I see from the cloud where I'm seated and watching the earth? Anyone? A pale blue dot, right? That I think you mean the earth. But remember, we have started a network now of the light that we have transmitted from one person to the other, right? So this is what I will see, a network of lights which is moving and spreading all the time, right? Because more people are meeting, more people are getting connected with this light, and this light probably will still be moving while they are connecting with more people are meeting one another. Okay, don't you think this is sheer magic, that it started from one cell light and how it has spread to all over the universe? Who created this magic? Who created it? Me, of course. And if this were your story, you created this magic, right? So this light went on spreading to many people, and now it has become a network. Okay. Now, have you heard of the phrase, think like a baby? Pretend you're a newborn baby. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of these phrases? Think like a baby. Be like a newborn baby. Why do people say this? Think like a baby. Be like a newborn baby. Why do you think? Yes, thank you, Mr. Banerjee. Why do you think people say this? Think like a baby. Be like a newborn baby. Would you like to try? Anyone? Yes, Mr. Banerjee, you can mute and so that we can
get rid of burden of memories or failures. That's what I got.
failures. Right. Now, be a newborn baby or think like a newborn baby, because newborn babies have no past, they have no memories, they have no dreams. They just live in the moment. They smile when they are happy, they cry when they are hungry, right? No past, no future. They are innocent. So, always people, if they can think like newborn babies while we are adults, the way Mr. Banerjee said, and forget the burdens and the memories of the past, failures of the past, and not go into the future, which is an unknown quantity to us. But if we are happy in the moment, that is why people say that be like a newborn baby. So now do you realize how much of power we have? I have the power to create magic. The power is in my hands to spread the message of love or light to other people, which can go through the whole universe. People are going about their business, right? But while you're going about your business, if you spare a little time to smile at other people and get the smiles back from them, or they may not smile at you, but you have made an attempt to smile at them, that keeps the light going and it nurtures the light within you. Every time you smile or say a thank you or say a good morning or just how do you do? How are you this morning? The light within you expands. It expands a little bit. So, why were we born? Each one of us was born because the world needed the light and the kind of light that our soul emits. Only every soul has their own light, own type of light. It's not all the same. Each of us have a different type of light. So when the universe needs, the world needs my kind of light, I will be one. That is the glow, special glow that I am giving to this world. And you share this glow all around. On bad days, hard days, unhappy days, not so good days, what happens to this light? Why do the days look bad or hard or unhappy or not so good? Why do you think? Anyone? Anybody wants to try? Swati? Jyoti, Nishta, Padma, Prarthana, Priya, Priyanka, Sangeeta, Shruti, Sia, Sonam, Vani, Obeda. Anybody would like to try? Why do we have bad days, hard days, unhappy days, not so good days? Okay. The light is masked. Very true. Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. The light because of our thoughts. Sia says because of our thoughts. Prarthana says because of our expectations. True, very true. What happens here is that your light has the power to spread love. But within you, you have another entity, that is your mind. When the mind takes over, the light starts becoming smaller. It starts shrinking. The mind takes over, and the mind is dictated by the latest experiences, past memories, and the future dreams. So as a result of which, the mind takes over, the light cannot shine as much as it should or could or wants to. Okay? We have given the power to our minds. So as a result, the mind keeps the light down. But if we could just remember the big secret is we are blessed with the gift. And we are born this gift. Like every time you have unhappy days, sad days, you could just sit down for a moment and think, where did my light go? Now that we are very clear that we have this light and we have the mind. So never let the mind take over the light. So look for the light. How we and do things that will empower your light and suppress your mind. So there is no need to worry. That glow which you are born with is still there. Although maybe the mind is sitting on top of it, but it is still there. No query. Isn't this light too small? If I start giving it to all people around, won't it get over? Isn't this light just a tiny little thing within me because I'm not able to see it, although I can feel it, right? So I don't know the size of the light that is within me. So isn't it a little small to give it away? Thank you, Jyoti. Isn't this light too small to give? What do you think? Do you think that if I give away the light, I might lose something? A part of me might go with it. Do you think that is possible? Yes or no? Could you type yes or no at least in the chat section? One candle can help another candle to light and glow. Very good. Yes, that's a nice analogy, Mr. Banerjee. No. Although we have not seen the amount of light within us, we can feel it. It is there. We can feel it from time to time. We can feel it when we are doing good things. So remember, a very tiny seed gives rise to a big tree. Just a tiny seed falls into the soil, gets the right nourishment, water, good soil, nutrients, starts with stretching out the roots, sees that the roots go into the soil. Once the roots are firmly sunk into the soil, then the shoot will start erupting up, and then it grows and grows and grows into a tree. Okay? So remember, part of our growth needs that we are rooted or we are grounded. This makes us very stable. This makes us very stable. So the tree can grow from us. So from our hearts, any amount of love you give out, any amount of light you give out, it's never getting over. It's never getting over. Okay, so be proud of your light. Now, some people may not like it, but you have such a big light. Okay, that you seem to be happy all the time, smiling all the time, active all the time, energetic all the time, and people will feel, how can she do this? She is overshadowing all of us. Have you people experienced this? Can you relate to this? Very often we hear people say, how can she do this? She's a show off, right? So these are things which we can relate to. So for fear of what other people say, don't make your light small. Keep it big and shining as much as you want it to shine. You are very important. Remember, learning to love yourself is the biggest secret to which we told in the first slide. So be proud of your light. Grow this light. This light will expand as much as you give it. Lots of love. Do things you love, which bring a smile on your face. Give love to others, which makes them happy. And they share their smiles back to you. Just decide or choose to be happy every moment of every day, in every week, every month, year, for the rest of your life. Just choose to be happy. So what is the take-home message here from the story? Each of us has come here with the light within us, a beauty and love, your special light that can bring love to not only yourself, but to others as well. And you are free to give it to other people. Fact that you're giving this light to other people does not mean that there is going to be less light for you or you're not going to get sufficient light. It will only grow. Out of 100 people you smile, definitely at least 10 will smile back to you. And that is enough to expand the love that is within you. Even if 90 don't, the 10 that have done is enough nutrition for your light to grow. Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Please type in the chat section. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. Sangeeta says yes. Jyoti says yes. Okay. So now, from this moment, we are going to decide, or we choose to smile and say a very hearty good morning or a good day or a good evening, wish very heartily to whomever we meet. So if you have a journal with you and a pen, please write down, I choose to smile and greet every person that I meet from this day onwards for the rest of my life. Please write it in your books, and we start that from today. Take a challenge from today that you will smile, I will smile, I choose to smile. It's my choice, right? Whether I want to smile or not is my choice. So I choose to smile at every person that and greet every person that I meet today and every day for the rest of my life, right? So this is the biggest nutrition that you're giving for your own inner being or light or your soul. Are we done writing? Yes. Okay, so, but there is a catch here. So the light which is within us, get in touch with us. So how do we get in touch? We have forgotten that we have light with this, like you know, days, unhappy days, not so good days, How do we get in touch with this powerful glow within us and discover or empower this light within us? Can someone tell me? How do you think we can get in touch with this all powerful glow within us? Any suggestions? By meditation? Yes. Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. By meditation, anybody, any other suggestion? How can we get in touch with this powerful glow or our inner being or our souls? There are different ways in which we can get in touch. Okay, but first let us see why, first of all, we have lost touch. Okay, so over the years, as we were growing, we have had many past experiences, not so good or bad experiences, the reaction from people, betrayals, humiliations, right? These are all the not so good emotions that we feel. We also get some appreciation, times. We do get these also, compliments. We do get these also. But invariably in our minds, the not so good ones overpower the good ones. Okay. So what happens here? Your mind is fully talking about this happened and that happened, and adding stories to what is already there. A small experience or a small situation will be given so much of importance and be given so much of nutrients to make it big and big and big. Although it is negative, we are nurturing it and feeding it to make it a big experience. Okay, so all these experiences, what happens is, now who is giving all this nurturing to this, the betrayals and humiliation, these negative situations in our life? Who do you think is giving all this input to the negative situations in our life? Who is giving? Our thoughts. And where are the thoughts coming from? Where are the thoughts coming from? Ourselves, from our mind. Thank you, Aarti, Mr. Banerjee, Priyanka. So our mind has now taken over and is feeding that one situation, one small incident, one small situation, one small condition, with all the input to make it into a big drama. Okay, so the mind is not bad. It's not bad. It's only trying to protect you. It's only trying to protect you. The last time this happened to you and that happened to you. Yes, the mind doesn't want you to go through the experience which happened some time back. Okay, and is reminding you that this situation, this could happen, that could happen because last time it happened. Okay, so the mind is only being protective. Yet at some time, if the mind quietens down and stops feeding and nurturing these situations or conditions in our lives, don't you think we would be much happier? Right? So as this happens, we tend to form our own personality. The mind tells us all this, and we tend to form our own personality. Now, I want us to do a small exercise. I want you to open a page in your books and draw an image of yourself. Remember, I'm not going to see it, only you will be seeing it. So draw yourself, label it as me, and write 10 characteristics of yourself as you are now today. Round this diagram. of yourself. Okay. Like, for example, I think first offhand, if I ask myself, who are you, Vinita? What are your characters? I would think first character would be that I am bold. Second would be that I'm very messy. Third would be that I'm very strict. I'm known for my strictness. Fourth would be that I am helpful, right? So what 10 characters, what 10 words which resonates with you as your character? Please write that down around your figure. Could you do that for me? I will give you 2 minutes to do that. Remember, the figure you need not draw the figure if you don't want to. You can draw a ball and stick diagram if you want to. Just a figure a schematic figure to represent yourself. Okay. So I will give you 10 minutes. 2 minutes to draw that. List of words here. You could pick out from that. If you are not comfortable looking for words, you could just pick out the words which resonate most with you as your character from the list provided on the screen. Probably type in the chat section as done. Okay. Are we done? Anybody else wants a few seconds or minutes? Okay, right. Thank you so much. So probably your figure looks something like this. where you have written all your characters as you are today. Okay. Some of them might be good ones. Some of them you feel that you could change, right? So there is a scope to change those characters which you don't like to something which you like. Okay. Now what happens, as I told you, certain life situations creates pain in us. We feel the pain. This is the label we give to certain situations. We say that we don't like that situation and that causes a pain in us. Okay. Now this pain, what happens to this pain depends on how you treat it. When this pain becomes a story, with the help of your mind, it becomes a suffering. Because it is like chewing gum. The more you stretch it, the more it can get stretched, right? Elastic. So more, keep on feeding it, and it will prolong for such a long time that it becomes a suffering. Okay. Now, how to stop this? How can you stop this stretching or the suffering? That is our own making. Our own making has created this suffering. One of the best methods to do this is self-healing. You heal yourself. And when you do the self-healing, you stop the pain. As a result, you put an end to your suffering, which is a long time pain. Suffering is a long-term pain, long time pain, which has been coming maybe over years also. But there is a way to heal this. There is a way to heal this, and this is called as mindfulness. This is called as mindfulness. So in times of stress, the first and best victory is to conquer yourself. Self-healing. Okay. And this is the secret of mindfulness. Self-healing is the secret of mindfulness. This quote was given by Plato. How do we get in touch with this glow? Is there any other way of doing it? Of course there is. It's called mindfulness, and mindfulness is getting in touch with your heart and your glow. So for this mindfulness, if you are able to be mindful, or if you can practice mindfulness, mindfulness helps us to live in harmony with our thoughts, our words, and our actions. All three are coherent with each other. The thoughts decide the words we speak, and the words dictate the actions we do. So if we are able to control our thoughts, we can control and control our actions also. They are all one leading to the other one. So therefore, mindfulness can help us heal ourselves and self-conquer our mind and empower our light. So what does mindfulness teach us? Mindfulness teaches us to be calm, at peace, whatever the external condition is. Okay, I told you about the grounding experience. Now there are two types of trees. One is the grass type, one is the bamboo tree. The grass grows very fast. You put the seeds and it just grows, and it grows and grows and grows. Okay, but the bamboo seed, nothing happens to it for about 6 years. But after the 6th year, it starts growing, a shoot appears. Till then, no sign of the shoot coming out. But after 6 years, it keeps on growing, and within 6 months, it grows to a height of some 60 to 70 feet. What is the bamboo doing for 6 years? The grass has immediately got into the soil, developed root system, and the shoot system has come up and the whole plant is there. Whereas the bamboo sat quietly for 6 years and didn't do anything. And once it started, it just went on to 90 feet or 60 feet high. Okay. Now, what was the bamboo doing all this while for 6 years? What do you think it was doing? What do you think it was doing, the bamboo? The bamboo was safeguarding itself. Bamboo knows it has to grow to tall heights. So if it has to grow tall heights, it needs a good support. So the years that it was dormant in soil, it was developing a root system. The roots were going deep into the earth, which we could not see, right? Once the bamboo is convinced that this root is good enough for me to grow now, then the shoot will come out from the soil and then it starts growing without looking back. Just grows and grows and grows and grows. Okay, so it's very, very important that we ground ourselves or root ourselves. Whatever the situation outside, the rooting is going to give us the support. The grounding is going to give us the support. Okay, so the grass, if it rains or if there is a thunderstorm, the grass is going to wilt or come out. And within 2-3 years, the grass is going to die also and new grass has to come, but not the bamboo. Bamboo has such a strong grounded root system that it can grow to heights and no storm, no thunder is going to affect it. It's just on its own strong grounded root system. Okay, so come what may, we need to remain calm, at peace, whatever the external condition or situation is. May not be good for you, okay? But how you either respond to the situation or react to the situation is in your hands. It is our choice whether we are going to respond or react. And mindfulness helps us to remain calm and do the right response. Now, as a result of this kind of grounded experience, we tend to remain unaffected by whatever happens outside. External situation, external people, let them talk what they want. You tend to be calm when you're practicing mindfulness. Heal yourself of any past or present trauma. Mindfulness helps you to heal it. Any healing should be done at the root level, at the cause level, not at the top where it is temporary. When you feel that this is hurting me, keep on asking, why is it hurting me? Keep on asking the question, why, till you reach the bottom of this whole situation, right? So healing yourself of any past or present trauma is your choice. It's with you. The choice is with you. Do I want to be healed of all my past experiences and become a new person for all new experiences? Remember, if you keep doing what you have always been doing, what you want to get something new to come to, you have to try something new. And for that, you should be confident with yourself. And how can you be confident with yourself? When you heal yourself of all the past traumas that has made you what you are, all the characters that you have written. When you self-heal those things, then you look forward to new experiences. You change. The new you will be attracting only new experiences to suit the new you. So healing yourself becomes easy when you practice mindfulness. Actually, Tara Brach said that mindfulness is a pause, the space between the stimulus and response. That's where the choice lies. What choice? The choice of whether you're going to respond or whether you're going to react. There is a big difference between the two words, response and react. So which one are you going to choose? Always take a small pause between the stimulus that triggered you and what you are going to do. Just take a couple of seconds or maybe 10 seconds to decide what you're going to do. Am I going to respond to this or am I going to react to this? So mindfulness requires all these practices: rooting or grounding, developing your patience, the skill to meditate effectively, building up of faith and belief, practicing with consistency, motivation to be consistent, and the ability to watch your thoughts, yourself, and build up your intuition. All these are required if you have to practice mindfulness. Shall we do a small meditation now? Is that okay with you people? Yes or no? Could you unmute and tell me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let's start a meditation. Just 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Sit straight in a comfortable position. Put your feet flat on the ground. Breathe gently. Take a deep breath. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold your breath to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. Repeat it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2. Gently relax your body from head to toe, going down. Your face is relaxed. Neck and shoulders are relaxed. Arms, still the fingers are relaxed. Your chest and abdomen are relaxed. Your back and spine are relaxed. Legs, thighs to toes are relaxed. Feel all the negative energy go out through the tips of your fingers and tips of your toes, while white light gets in from the top of your head, pushing out all the negative energy out from your body. The white light has moved down from your face to your neck and shoulders, through your arms, through your torso, through your legs, and through the legs. It pierces the surface of the ground on where your legs are placed. White light goes into the earth straight to the center core of the earth. The moment it strikes the core, it breaks into a network of white light. You are now firmly grounded with this network in the earth. Now, look for the soft voice within you. Where is it present? Is it in your heart? Is it in your stomach? Is it in your abdomen? Or do you feel any tingling in your palms? Or in the soles of your feet? Open your heart for the white light to enter. Feel the white light expand your heart. From the heart, with your expanded heart, feel the white light surround your body from outside. The pure white light has now empowered you and made you a magnet for only good things. See yourself with all the good attributes that you want, that you desire. Feel happiness that you have become what you want to be. You have got what you wanted. Hold that picture of the new you with all the attributes that you want. Capture it in your mind. Say after me, this is me. This is the new me. I am already the new me. Now, gently move your toes and fingers. Put your palms together. Rub them. Place them on your eyes and gently open your eyes. How do you feel?
Recording in progress.
How do you feel? Relax. Okay. Great. Aarti says great. Jagrati says yes. Sangeeta says relaxed. Priyanka says so calm. Zoom user says peaceful. Jagrati says great. Okay. So now, mindfulness. This was just a small taste of mindfulness, of grounding. And so mindfulness works better when it is done in a group, when you practice in a group and you have a mentor to take you or walk you through this practice. So, and like as told from times immemorial, 5 a.m., that is the Brahma Muhurta, is the most auspicious time to practice mindfulness. Why 5 a.m.? Because at 5 a.m., everything is calm, quiet, and your mind is like a clean slate, white board with nothing written on it, right? And you are in that half awake, half sleep, which is the right time to talk to your inner mind. So, and this 5 a.m. can be made a me time and is often used to practice SAVERS. SAVERS means silence, S for silence, A for affirmations, V for visualization, E for exercise, R for reading, and S for scripting. So, SAVERS is most effective when you do it at 5 a.m. And having learned that out of own experiences, the team Ananthaa has started this mindful mornings by Ananthaa at 5 a.m. So every day, 5 a.m. in a group where group energy works very well, mindfulness practice can be done. The best project you will ever work on is yourself. You start work on yourself before you do anything with the outside world. For what it's worth, it's never too late to be whoever you want to be. I hope you live a life you are proud of. And if you find you're not, I hope you have the strength to start over. This was said by F. Scott Fitzgerald, but I found it very touching that there is scope for all of us to start again if we choose to do it. There is no age to this. To tell you a short story, the maker of the Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, he started the company when he was 65 years old. Nobody would take his recipe. He had a recipe which he wanted to sell, but nobody was willing to buy it. He tried for 5 years trying to sell the recipe. It didn't work. So at 65, he decided if nobody wants it, I will do it. And you know how big KFC is now, right? So there is no age limit and anybody can start over at any time if they want to change their lives. So Team Ananthaa presents mindfulness for the month of June 2023. Sunit?
Yeah, thank you, Vinita. Next slide. So as Vinita has told you about the SAVERS that we do, so every month we have a different theme for SAVERS, and June is mindfulness. It's a very, very powerful topic, very powerful theme, and a lot of interesting activities and meditations are being planned for this month. And every month we also do a deep dive workshop, like something happened yesterday on numerology. So we do something else which we cannot put in the mindful mornings, because there we have to do SAVERS. So if we feel that a topic requires longer time, then we make a workshop, and every month we have one workshop. So this is the pricing for the mindful mornings and the workshops. You have the choice to join either one, or you can join both MMA as well as the workshops. You can take it for 1 month, for 3 months, for 6 months. That is a choice. As the number of months increase, the costing becomes better. In June, we are planning a workshop on Ho'oponopono and healing. And that's again very, very powerful for those with any issues pertaining to any relationships. It just clears you of that. And since it's such a big topic and you need time to practice it, which is why it is in a separate workshop. So the next slide, Vinita. So this is our bank details. You can take a screenshot of this, and for those wanting to register, I mean, you could take screenshots of both the slides, or we can put the screenshots in an Ananthaa group as well. And once you transfer, we will put you in the paid group, and we'll share the book and the other details for the June mindful moments. So we'll share these slides in the Ananthaa group, Vinita. But anybody has any questions, you could ask me or Vinita.
Hi, Sumi. This is Jagriti here.
Hi, Jagriti.
Hi. So, we have already paid for the 3 months thing, so we'll automatically get added to the.
Yeah. We will be creating the group in a day or two, and we'll add you to it. Those who have already paid will be added.
Thank you.
We really look forward to having you there, Jagriti.
There is a query from Kashish. Kashish asks, I am 2.5 hours ahead. What if I'm in a different time zone?
Vinita, you're answering, should I answer?
Please go ahead.
So, Kashish, we will be sharing recordings of all of these sessions. Of course, it is always nicer to join live in person, and we are also there so that if you have any doubts, you can ask. However, there is a WhatsApp group and the recordings are shared. And even if you watch it at a later time, you can always ask the questions in the dedicated group for June, and there will either one of us will be solving it.
Recordings will be made available
Yeah.
through learning management system.
Yes.
So you can catch up with those of you who are from a different time zone. If it is possible for you, you can join us. It would be really nice if you could join us. If you cannot, you could watch the recording and get back to us in the WhatsApp.
So the session on a daily basis is typically a little over an hour. There are 6 activities to be done in SAVERS, like Vinita explained. So roughly 10 to 15 minutes per activity. So roughly 1 hour, 15-20 minutes is what it takes on a daily basis. And it really energizes your mornings. And if you win your morning, you win over your body, you really win over your day. That is what I believe.
Anyone from our past months sessions, would you like to give a feedback to the participants today?
Yeah, maybe Jagriti or Sunakshi.
Jagriti is there, Priya is there,
Yeah.
Sunakshi is there.
Anybody
I-
want to? Yeah.
I can start, I think. Maybe. So I attended, I have done the 3 months, schedule. And I think the money and abundance one was also just superb. I'm not sure of the group, but I think that projects are just raining all over. And thanks to Ananthaa that, this will happen. Even on the relationship month, I think all of us went through a lot of ups and downs. But at the end of it, there is a huge learning, and we are just waiting for this month, so that all that all that is there, that unresolved stuff which will get resolved. And I think that it really helps. I was not the kind to join all these kind of things, being a CEO, director, and all that stuff. But I was finding it too stupid to join. But after joining it, I think it's the best thing I've done to myself. So thank you guys. So super.
Thank you, Jagriti.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, anybody else wants to share their experience? Any
I
queries?
think I'll just add that mindfulness is very important in every aspect,
Yeah.
because that's how we improvise every single area of our life. It's the key from where we start everything. So the next month is a very important and pivotal one, because I think it's the mindfulness in every single thing which we do in our life. If we become that, the life becomes a lot more easier. That has been my experience being in the journey for almost 2.5 years. That's what I would want to add from my end, that it's very important to be mindful of very small things, how we get up in the morning, how we eat food, how we meet people, how we end our day, how we present ourselves, what we think about ourselves, what we think about others. And if we do all this mindfully, everything just falls in place.
And the
Thank you,
magic is
Sonal.
really in the now. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if there are no more queries, if you get any queries after this also, please feel free to contact any one of us, and we would be happy to clarify all your doubts. And so with this, wishing you all a very happy future. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to talk to you and interact with you also. I especially say a big thank you to all those people who typed their responses in the comment section. It was really nice and felt good that the interaction, the people are interacting with me. So
Yeah, and you all of them took out time on the Sunday evening. So we're very thankful,
Sunday evening,
very
yeah.
grateful from bottom of our heart that you took out
Sure.
time for yourself and for us and joined this.
So thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Hope to see you in the group if it is possible. Sure, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Vinita. Thank you, Sumit. Great day, guys. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.